yes, I'm back. Finally back. Holy damn it. Oh, I've been very busy really. This summer there's a lot of work after the summer for me. I've been pretty busy, working. Uh, every day. I've been working 10 hours per day. I've been pretty tired, but now I'm finally free. Finally free. But I want to show you the comic books that I picked up. I went to Orlando, Florida. A very cool place to go with the family and all that stuff. You know, um, and also I went to Universal Studios, Disneyland. It's pretty cool. Orlando is pretty cool in my opinion. But anyway, let's get started. First, I want to show you this DVD that recently arrived from eBay. Is Freaks, Todd Browning's Freaks. This film is from 1932. Yeah, it's from 1932, I believe. And this movie is so freaking cool. So freaking cool. This is my favorite movie, my all-time favorite movie. I bought it. I got it for I think $5. Very cheap, pretty cheap. Um, did you know that this movie was banned from the UK for 3 decades? For until 1962. This movie came out in the UK until 1962, and this movie is from 1932, and this movie is like edited. The original movie. Or okay, I don't want to. I'm going to make a special video for this movie, but anyway, I don't want to make longer this video. So, very cool DVD, very cool. So we have first Thanos Rising #3, a very cool cover. X-Men Legacy #1, another very cool cover. I love it. Very cool. Avenging Spider-Man number 16, second printing, I believe. Okay, let's. Daredevil Dark Knights #1, I believe. And this comic book is kick-ass. This comic book is nuts. It is a very cool story in my opinion. I love it. It's a very cool comic book. So yeah, I love it. Winter Soldier #3. Winter Soldier #3. I love the covers from the Winter Soldier comics. Very cool covers in my opinion. Winter Soldier #2. These comic books are from. I picked up these comic books in Orlando and on eBay also. Orlando. There's a comic book store in Orlando called Coliseum of Comics, I believe. Is a very cool store. Very cool comic store is a very there's very cheap comic books. You know, there were Conan the Barbarian #1. I almost picked up Conan the Barbarian #1, but guess what? It was for $41. That was so freaking cheap. And I thought that what the heck? I don't picked up this comic book, and then you know, there was a big detail about the comic book that the comic book uh, didn't have a back cover, you know. So I said, oh, fuck off, because I don't like incomplete comics books, you know. I like complete comic books. Anyway, Winter Soldier #2. Ultimate Comics, All New Spider-Man #23. A very cool cover in my opinion. Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Four #1, the variant edition. Journey into Mystery #648. 648, a very cool cover in my opinion. It looks almost like a photo cover, but it's not. It's a full painted cover. A very cool in my opinion. Very cool cover. Guardians of the Galaxy #1. Web of Spider-Man. Okay, from here here starts the, you know, the good stuff in comic books. So Web of Spider-Man, sorry, #1. Very cool. This one is in near mint shape. I mean, it's a very cool. Got it for $10, I believe, on eBay. This one got it on eBay, so very cool. Tomb of Rockland #22. Yeah, it's #22. A very cool Gene Colan cover and a very cool story. I love it. Probably my favorite Tomb of Rockland story. It's a very cool story in my opinion. A very cool art by Gene Colan. I love Gene Colan. He's a master with the pencils. Very cool. Amazing Spider-Man #246. Yeah, 246, I believe. A very cool story, you know. I like the old John Romita Jr. art, you know. In the 1980s, he drew Spider-Man very cool. Now he drew John Romita Jr. draw a Spider-Man. You know, now he draws Spider-Man very cartoony, you know, very weird in my opinion. And back in the 1980s, he drew Spider-Man, and normally, you know, in my opinion, is John Romita Jr. has a better art. Had, in my opinion, had a better art in the 1980s than now. Anyway, what's that? Oh, World's Finest Comics #158. Yeah, 158. I'm so damn blind. I bought this. This one is in poor condition. The staples are loose. But in my opinion, I got it for $1. A Silver Age book. Very cool. Sorry, I'm a little sick now, so yeah, very cool. Okay, this comic book is a very cool comic book. Captain Marvel #1. This comic book is from 1966. Okay, this comic book came out obviously in 1966. It was published by MF Enterprises, a little short-living company. Um, it was created by many artists from the 1960s, including the greatest Carl Burgos, the original Human Torch creator in the 1940s. Oh, sorry, in 1939. Yeah. This Captain Marvel is a robot with a human's mind, and guess what? His planet was destroyed, and now he's on Earth. Actually, he's in New York. Um, in my opinion, a very cool comic book. This Captain Marvel was created by Carl Burgos. Carl Burgos, yeah. Was written and drawn by Carl Burgos, and and this Plastic Man is a villain now. You know Plastic Man from the DC Comics. This was just before his Silver Age appearance in the House of Mystery. This Plastic Man was a villain. Was a villain. Actually, here he's very strong, but Captain Marvel. It was very weird how he defeats Plastic Man. I mean, he says that he's too awake. He's too weak. Sorry, I'm a little sick now, so he's too weak, and he's going to quit. He'll quit to the fight. And Plastic Man just turned around, and Plastic Man now hit him on the head. Like, for example, this is Plastic Man's head, and it was very funny. The panel, and then Captain Marvel did this, pow, and he knocked out Plastic Man. I don't know how, but anyway, this is a Bird's Curse comic. Do you know how much I paid for this comic book? $50. This one is in very good condition. I love it. I got it in Coliseum of Comics in Orlando. A very cool comic book. I'm very happy to have it. To own it. Very cool. Hawkman #7. Sorry, excuse me. Hawkman #7, a very cool cover, in my opinion, a classic Silver Age story. And oh, do you remember the IQ Gang? A very cool, let's say a superhero team, or I think it is just a team. It's not a superhero team. It's just a team, I believe. I remember that I read one of the stories of the IQ Gang. A very cool story. It's very funny. The IQ Gang. I remember one story in Candyland. I believe in Candyland, I believe. Anyway, Candyland. I love that word. Anyway, Hawkman #7, very cool. Tales to Astonish #100. This one got it for $5 in Coliseum of Comics. Sorry. This one is a classic. In my opinion, it's a Silver Age classic. I'm very happy to own it. I'm very happy to have this comic book, and I'm happier because I got it for a pretty cheap price. I mean, $5 for a classic, in my opinion, a classic Silver Age fight, you know. I want this signed by Stan Lee, I don't know. Anyway, Strange Tales number 112. There's some details here, you know. This one is in poor condition. I don't know if you can see it, but let's just zoom it here. You know, there's a little piece missing there. There's some damage over there. A little piece missing there. And the front cover and the back cover are detached. The front cover and back cover are detached. I don't know if you can see it, but are detached. Got it for $3. I'm very happy with the price, $3. And I think there's a water damage over there. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, there's water damage. Got it for $3. I'm very happy with the price. Anyway, everyone knows this comic book, The House of Mystery number 174. You know, this is the introduction of the horror stories in the House of Mystery comics. You know, from 1951 until 1955. The House of Mystery published only horror comic books, but after the Comic Book Authority code, this title started publishing sci-fi comic books and superhero comic books, and this title, you know, like, I think the House of Mystery there's a Berserkers issue in my opinion. I don't know. There's a Superman issue of the House of Mystery from the late 1950s, I believe. It's Berserkers. I don't know, but it's a very cool comic book. I'm happy to have it. You know, a very hard. And this one is in fine condition, fine plus maybe. In my opinion, it's a fine plus. I don't know. The seller said that it is a very fine condition. It is in very fine condition. The seller said that, but I think it's a fine plus. I don't know. A beautiful cover by Joe Orlando. Beautiful, beautiful. Marvel Team Up number 1. Finally got it. Got it for $20, believe it or not. On Coliseum of Comic Book. Oh, sorry, why I keep saying that. Coliseum of Comics in Orlando. I got this for $20. You know, I'm pretty happy with the price because let me look at this. It's a beautiful copy. It is very good to find. I believe it's in fine minus, but I don't care. It's Marvel Team Up number 1. I love the story. You know, it's a Christmas story. I love it. Just love it. Okay, I bought some E0 prints. You know, I'm trying to complete the E0 prints from the 1990s because, you know, during my childhood, I collected the E0 prints in the 1990s. You know, in my childhood, I collected this E0 prints, and now I want to collect it. Collect this title again, you know, this reprints again. So I'm trying to complete this comic book. So if you can help me with my collection, I will appreciate that really. Anyway, this Tales from the Crypt number 27. A beautiful comic book, obviously a beautiful cover by Jack Davis. Got it for $1. Tales from the Crypt number 2. The original title, I believe, is Crypt of Terror. Crypt of Terror number 18. Yeah, Script of Terror number 18. This one got $3. This Tales from the Crypt number 2. Near Mint also. You know, I remember exactly this comic book when it came out in the 1990s. You know, it's in 1992. I don't remember very good, but I remember I saw this comic book when I was a kid in a newsstand or in a comic book store, I believe. I remember exactly this comic book and very happy to own it. You know, love it, love the stories. I bought some Silver Age books also. You know, this is uh, spook number spook number where's the number 30. Yeah, number 30. And this one is in very good minus. I don't know his back and board and all that stuff, but hold on, I already show you the other comic book. Who cares? And spook number 30, very good minus, You know, I love it. Love the Golden Age horror comic books. The Golden Age horror comic books are getting scarce, you know, in the 1950s. They got burned and banned, and any kind of torture, let's call it like torture, torture to the comic books. I'm trying to get as many Golden Age horror comic books as possible because these are getting very scarce really. Anyway, and the last comic book that I got from eBay is from 1945, making this comic book the oldest comic book from my collection. Fight Comics number 37. Excuse me. I love the colors and all that stuff. It's in good minus, probably from. I think it's a fair to good condition. You know, there's a big piece missing here, and here there's another piece missing. I hated that, but anyway, I got it for $25. You know, I love this story, and I think there's 60 pages. It's pretty big, believe it or not, 60 pages. But in those days, was very usual that the comic books contains 60 pages or even 100 pages. I think there were comic books. I think there were only 3 titles with 200 pages of comic books in the 1940s. I believe there were only their prints, but anyway. Anyway, these were my comic book haul, and you know, I'm back. I've been pretty busy, you know. My wife is a little sick too. I'm a little sick too. My son is a little sick too. I think he's very sick, my son, but I took him to the hospital because I was very worried. He just had the flu, you know. Excuse me. So this is this all, guys. So see you guys later.